Welcome to Daily Matters with Jack and Cabber. We talk about topics of interest such as relationship, self-confidence, politics, social wrath manifestations and protests, social unrests including robbery, rape, domestic violences and assassination, discovery, natural disasters and calamities, religion, and art, hip-hop, soccer, and all the miscellaneous and news around the globe are unfolded here.
Some truths and straightforwardness could shock some of our viewers. Daily Matters with Jack and KABR, a stage of truth.
Hi guys, my name is Jack too, and welcome to Daily Matters with
Jack and Cabra.
Absolutely guys, and on this stage we talk about a lot of topics, so we develop topics that we're more or mostly concerned with,
Yes.
And today we have a very interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah.
And it is,
How do you know that a girl loves you?
it's a really famous and interesting topic. How as a man do you know that a girl loves you?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a really interesting topic. It's
Yeah.
a famous one.
It is a crucial problem. It is a crucial social problem that we're trying to solve. I think today we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And as we said it, some truths may shock you, but this is how it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you may be shocked by some of the truth that we're gonna tell you guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are our standpoints.
Yeah. They
Absolutely.
should not take it for granted because it is just a standpoint, but it's going to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the truth that we're going to say. Yeah, that's it.
So guys, you can watch this video to work a little bit on your English. This can allow you to work on your listening skills.
Absolutely.
And also, to work on your pronunciation.
Absolutely, bro.
Like, it's a really famous topic, guys. So at the end of this video, you're gonna be called to say whatever you think about this topic in the comments.
Yeah, sure.
So I think we can start right away talking about this.
Daily Matters.
Yeah, so let
How do you know that a girl loves you as a man? So my first question is, Mr. Cabri, how do you define a relationship? I mean, when do you say that there is actually a relationship between a man and a girl to start with?
Okay, talking about first, a relationship is, I can say, a union between two different genders.
All right.
Two different genders. Now, we can talk about the relationship at a certain level.
Certain level.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what? You meet a girl,
Yes.
there's a certain process, and there's a certain time, okay, when you can call it a relation, and this should be based on certain specific things. You
Okay.
get me?
All right.
Yeah, on certain specific things.
All right. So he talked about a union between two genders.
Two
like
different genders.
Two different genders.
For me, yeah.
We're not gonna say
I'm
two.
not gonna- yeah,
Okay.
I'm
We're
not
not gonna say two different people, but two different genders.
Genders,
to be
yeah.
more specific.
Yeah, but I'm not being against the other people who want to be, like
Yeah,
homosexual.
boys
Yeah.
with boys or
Yeah.
girls with
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, I'm not excluding this fact, but I'm talking here about the normal relation.
All right. So it's particularly a relationship, a union between two genders.
A male and a female.
A male and a female, if
Yeah.
we want to identify them.
That's it.
All right. So now the second question is, how do you know as a man that a girl loves me? Imagine I'm a man, I start dating a girl, and how am I gonna be sure that at a certain period of in a relationship that the girls I'm after or I'm dating is also into me, like it's reciprocal?
Okay, this is a crucial fact. This is a difficult question, and also it is really difficult to know that because when you know the girl, at the first time,
Yes.
yeah, you may have what we call love at first sight. It may be the boy from the boy side or from the girl side. Okay, but naturally, even if it has been the case, the girl need a certain time to try to learn to love you.
Absolutely.
She need to learn how to love you.
Absolutely.
But you will notice that she's into you if after taking a number,
Yes.
you're testing her and she reply. Because certain type of girls, if she's not interested in you, she will give you the number by obligation, because in the street she doesn't want to put shame on you. So if she refuses the number, it's like people are gonna be looking at you like an orphan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to avoid all of this, she will give you the number, but once she reaches home and you write her, she will not reply. She will not reply. So you may even spend a whole year testing her and she will not reply. And this sign can let you know that she didn't feel anything for you. Okay, but if at least she replies time to time, it is not a relationship like that. She doesn't know you, so she cannot reply automatically like your girlfriend. So but at least she gonna dedicate a time to respond time to time. And this is a little bit the preliminary signs that something can come out of it.
Okay. So we understand out of this that she's not going to, if you take her number and you start testing her, she's not going to like answer automatically just the way you want.
Yes.
But the fact of taking her time to answer, even if it's not going to be right away, means that when she saw you, something happened.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
thinks like, with this man, I can create something.
Yeah, at least girls. At least she had material
Yeah.
that she saw and she loved.
Yeah.
So even if
Maybe.
it may be a beauty, it may be a shape,
Beauty,
it may be a financial
shape.
stability. So it may be all of that, but she cannot just love you from nowhere like that. So she needs time maybe to try to see, okay, maybe. But at least you have a certain rate of of chance if she replies or not. So from from this specific point, you can know if she's really into you or not.
All right. So thank you for the criteria. You said preliminary, like you're calling it.
Yeah.
You're calling them the first
The
important,
very base.
the base.
Yes, the
like
base.
the bottom
yes.
of everything.
That's it.
All right. So, and how about if you start? This was about the beginning of the relationship. Like you took the girl's number and you started testing.
Yeah.
Now let's go a little further. Like in a relationship, you guys spend some couple of months together or some couple of weeks. So, and in the process of dating her, you notice like, okay, she's not affirming, she's not giving you her clear position or standpoint about the relationship. She's not showing you that, okay, I'm really into you and I'm ready to start a relationship, a committed relationship with you. But in this process, she's like asking constantly for money. She's gonna come to you and say, I have some bills to take care of, I need this amount of money, and you give, and down on the road, like 2 days later, 3 days later, she comes back, and she's constantly doing this repeatedly. How do you as a man know that maybe she's doing that, but behind all of this,
Yeah.
there's a certain feeling for me?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Okay. But I should ask you first, for how long did the relation last?
Okay, let's talk about like 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah, a 1 month relationship.
She's asking for money.
She's asking for
Constantly or just once in a blue moon?
Yeah, constantly. When I say constantly, it's not like every day, but 2 days after she comes again, and you give, and she goes. 2 days after she comes again, like there's a certain number of days.
Okay. But let me ask a second
But
question.
we can say regular.
Okay. But let me ask a second question. Have you ever asked her, another thing, like what you want from her and she refused or not?
Like, what you want from her is at first a relationship.
Yeah,
Like, you want to start a loving relationship with her, but you haven't asked for, the further thing.
Mhm,
Like,
yeah.
the nasty.
Yes.
You guys haven't had the sex stuff yet,
Yeah.
but, you want to start that relationship.
So you want to know if she's a good girl by asking you money in 1 month?
Yeah, you want to know if she's into you, she feels something for you. Like we're not gonna talk about loving you as it's supposed to be, but feel something for you behind all of the fact of asking, the attitude of asking constantly for money.
Okay, let's say that if it is 1 month, okay, I can understand. It is not that normal, but it is not that abnormal. But if it is about girls who just come out of that, just I mean 2 days or 3 days later, and she's talking about having problems, so that you can give her money.
Yeah.
Those girls should be fools. Yeah, they should be fools. They must not be serious because you cannot just know a man like that and come out of there and asking money. This you're even showing that you're not eating at all. You're showing, a bad family picture. Yeah, you're showing a bad family picture. I don't know how I mean, how it is. I mean, it's like a personal habit, but this should stop. This is not normal. You don't even know the man. You're gonna come just out of the blue out of the blues and ask for money. Now it doesn't fit. But if it is a girl that you lasted, I mean, at least a certain period of time, yeah, she can ask you money. She can ask for money, but still have a certain feeling for you. But there's some girls that they may have feeling for you, but when it comes to, having sexual intercourse, if you ask her this, she will like, no. So if she says no, it depends. She may be virgin and she's afraid. Okay, maybe she's doubting. Maybe you're not a serious man. She's gonna give you opportunity and you're gonna run away. So in that case, she's doubting. But if it is a girl that is already a virgin and she's refusing to give you,
yes.
I mean, this is questionable. If you're giving her, if you're taking care of her, okay, and in return she cannot give you what you want, this is questionable. But if she's virgin, we can understand that she's a little bit resilient. She's a little bit, questioning herself. Maybe she's afraid of pain. Maybe she's afraid of maybe you're gonna see and walk away. So all of these are settings that should be taken into account. But if a girl is coming, not more than 1 month or 2 months and asking for money in a relationship, there are some exceptions. She may love you, but most of the time she must not be serious.
Okay, so you think like most of the time, because you talked about the exceptions.
Yeah, I'm not excluding the exception.
Yeah.
So
there
always
are some exceptions,
always know that there are some exceptions. But because there's some girls, it depends on the background. That maybe her former boyfriend, it worked like that. Maybe 2 days later she used to ask him money and it was good. So she thinks that it is normal. So in that case, maybe it is a background that allows her to do that. If not,
so you mean if she were used to having money or receiving money for her former boyfriend, so she got used to the fact of asking.
Yeah.
So she thinks like it's pretty normal, even 1 week after the relationship has started.
Yeah.
She thinks like it's quite normal.
I mean, you said 1 week. 1 week is a lot, bro. You know there's some girls just coming when you take a number, you test in the afternoon. She's talking about having problems.
Yeah.
Hey, this is really, I think girls out there gotta change. The girls who have this mindset gotta change. I'm not against that. You're free to do what you want, but I think this doesn't give, a good picture of you and a good picture from your family, because it shows that, you're coming from
Absolutely.
That's it.
So even the first date, a girl may ask you for money.
Yeah, it exists. You even know the reality of how it is.
It depends on also her past, But most of the times, she is not serious.
Yeah.
She just wants to, make a huge fortune out of you.
That's it.
So that's a red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
That's a big red flag.
You just gotta bounce.
You just gotta walk away. Even if you love the girl, you have to stop. Because all what you're gonna do is gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah, that'll pocket the heart and go.
And a waste of money. You're gonna waste your money, waste your energy, and waste your time. So better walk away for
those type of girls.
a better girl down the road.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Daily Matters.
So you touched a topic. You touched an aspect of the topic which is really interesting. The fact of giving when it comes to sex stuff.
Yeah.
The man asking for the nasty, he wants to bond with the girl, but she's like a little hesitating. She's doubtful. She doesn't want to give the thing to you right away. She's like kind of taking some time to see what's happening. Do you think that a girl who loves you is going to open up and give you what you want, when it comes to the sex right away after asking.
No.
And do you think that if she's taking a long time to give you what you want, sex,
Yeah.
it means that she doesn't feel anything for you, and she just wants to profit and make money out of you, but not give you what you want? Do you define the love of a girl depending on the fact of giving sex to the man?
You know how I work it, right? You know how I work. For me,
I mean a general contest.
yeah, generally we cannot just say that love is about sex. Love is only
Not
sex.
only about
Yeah,
sex.
Not only about sex.
Absolutely not.
But if she doesn't want to give you her legs, right? So in that case, she's not asking for money too. So then you can try to see, yes, she's a serious girl. Maybe she's waiting for marriage. She's trying to reserve herself for marriage.
Yeah.
Then it is. But you should know, even if she's not asking you money, if she replies to your messages every time, she's always trying to know how you feel. Yes, even if she's not giving the legs, even if she's not spreading up, okay, you know that she feels something for you.
Absolutely.
So you don't need to doubt about it. But if she's asking, constantly for money, and when you ask her just this little bit thing, she refuses just one service, and she doesn't want to open up, then it is quite questionable. That it is questionable, bro. It is questionable. So a serious girl, and sex is also a part of love. It is a proof of love. I don't even understand girls that say that now if it doesn't love me, it gotta bounce because sex cannot be part of love. Sex cannot be a proof of love. It is a proof of love.
Yeah. So my concern is that we all know that sex is a really important thing when it comes to loving. When it comes to love in a relationship, this can strengthen it. That relationship. But do you think that she doesn't really love you if she? Don't you think that it may be for her to take sometimes to see if you're a good person? Because we know that generally men, when they date a girl, we are mostly attracted by the beauty, the physical aspect. So the physical aspect is directly linked to the desire of having sex. So don't you think that for her it's to be sure that you're not only after her body, because dating a girl means that you're half after her body. But don't you think that she wants to take time and see if you're really after her body, or if you are committed, if you really want to start something serious, committed, and a long-term relationship with her before she be able to open up and let you or give you what you finally want?
Yeah, I already said it. I don't know if you noticed it.
Yeah.
I already said it. I mean, a girl who has this mindset of playing this serious, she will not also be asking for money constantly. So if she knows that she is a person who's going to be keeping her body, she will not be asking for money constantly. Maybe you, the man, you can decide just to give her money if you're in a relationship, even if she's not opening up. If you see that her behavior is good and the sex is not that significant for you, then you can give her money even without she asking for it. Yeah, but in case she's been asking for money constantly, this girl cannot also have the mindset of being serious, keeping her body. Unless you said, no, I don't even want it. I just want to stay like that, and we're gonna get married, and then we're gonna discover it together.
All right. So if I understand what you said, it means a girl who is serious, who really wants to look into the fact that you are serious also reciprocally with her, and you want to do something serious, committed with her. The time she's gonna take analyzing, observing, and looking around if you are a serious person. She's in this process. She's also not gonna be asking for money constantly.
Yeah, thank you very much for the word. Not constantly, because sometimes it can happen that she has some problems.
She maybe need some time so she can ask, but it shouldn't be a constant thing.
Yeah,
like once in a blue moon,
that's
asking for money, but it should not be constant. Until the period she be able to open up and finally make to the sex stuff.
Absolutely.
And after this, if it's constant, then the love is proved.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know, it is a sad reality. But I don't know. I don't know why people find sex like you know, like girl giving you sex like it is not a proof of love. They tend to see like men, you know, overdo like not giving them sex. And they find it
Absolutely.
not normal. No, this is quite normal to think about it. If you're not giving, this is because we also give it. It is a type of barter, you know, it is a kind of barter. I
Absolutely.
barter, you bring something, you give me and you take this. What am I gaining in the relationship? If
Yeah.
I'm with you, I could have been with a man. If I want to just, if I want charity, I'm gonna go to orphanage, give money there. So if I'm giving you money, I'm waiting for something. Not absolutely for your pussy, but maybe I'm waiting for, you know, a serious relationship that can keep you for a certain moment so that we can make it together.
Absolutely.
Right? Or in case it is not that case because you can just be in a relationship just for to be sex partners. In that case, you know that it's going to be an exchange of money against what you think. So this is how it is.
All right. There's something that really bothers me, and I want to touch it. I want us to talk about it.
Yeah.
Why does society we think like men are the ones who are like after the sex stuff? Like, you know, whenever you go date a girl, she thinks immediately that you are not, you know, 100%. You can't possibly be after her, you know, after having a serious relationship with you on her body. Like, don't you think that women are sometimes also concerned with that?
Yeah, this is a common misconception. It doesn't mean that men are always interested in body. Yeah, I know it is part of it. Yes, sometimes, but sometimes the men also may be really serious and want to come out with something concrete with you.
Absolutely.
And they may misjudge the guy, and you know, girls also sometimes. I don't even know why they think that it's men only who love sex. Girls also are part of it.
Absolutely.
They just conceal it. They just hide it.
They just hide it.
So nobody to be blamed.
So,
Nobody to be blamed.
so deep down within themselves, they love it. But
Yeah,
since
somehow.
they, you know, since they were little, you know, kids, they were like taught not to show it as girls.
Yes.
So they are, you know, they should hide it within themselves, like
That's it.
not, you know, make it.
And it is proven that girls today, the rate of masturbation, you know, the rate of masturbation
Increased.
increased in girls' side more than
Wow.
boys' side.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
girls tend to masturbate themselves. Because
More.
some girls may, you know, may keep themselves from
Yeah.
doing it, but they're gonna go and do that. This is nasty than, you know,
I don't understand.
than sex. This is a great sin. This is a great sin. Even the Bible doesn't allow masturbation.
and for girls, I think it's a lot easier, you know, to have men to do this thing, you know, and get satisfied than men. So I don't understand why girls would, you know, start masturbating themselves
It is just stupid.
if
bro.
they can easily have, you know, men to satisfy that desire or that craving they have, you know.
I don't know. It's
within
like
themselves.
African used to say, maybe it is a spiritual problem. I don't know.
So do you
It's
think
not?
do you think it's like to keep, you know, because most of the time they talk about dignity, do you think like it's to keep, you know, preserve their dignity and they don't want to, you know, be knocked, you know, give sex to a man and
Dignity?
and you know, days after the man's gonna walk away and let them alone since it's painful, so to avoid that pain they prefer to retract and do that, you know, satisfy themselves.
They're gonna stop this. They're gonna stop this talking about men gonna let you. They're also, we're not the only one performing this. Girls also do that. You can be with a girl today and tomorrow she tells you and say that now it is over.
All right.
So this is not only men. It is everywhere. It depends on who you meet. So this man should not be blamed for that. And talking about dignity, she is not a prostitute. It is you and a boyfriend, and you know him, you love him. You should try to take a certain amount of time and know him, and before giving your body. And if you give your body, it means that you love him, and it should be at least serious for you. What do you think? So you're not a bitch to say that now about dignity. Those who don't have dignity, I'm saying this. Those who work in, you know, out there, maybe in the street,
Absolutely.
selling their pussies for money. But if it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, I see nothing talking about dignity there. No.
So yeah, okay. So thank you for this answer. It's a great answer. Now, how as a girl, I know that the man, if I'm a girl,
Yeah.
and you come to date me, how do I know that you're finally, how do I get to the conclusion that you are a good person and you want something committed and serious with me, and I can now open up, and let you have what you want, which is, the sex stuff.
The girl dating a man. I mean, you know.
Yeah. How as a girl I know that this man is serious and that I can, give him what he wants. After dating me, there's a second thing that he's into, which is the sex stuff.
Yeah.
And how as a girl I know that the man is a serious man and I can, easily make it to the sex.
This is vice versa. I'm not only blaming girls. Men are also part of it.
Yeah.
Okay? It is quite difficult to know if a man is serious. As I said, sometimes it's a question of luck. So you may come across a good man even without making an effort. So, but at least you can know, because men are, they're really dangerous. They can show another face.
Absolutely.
Try to show that they're serious. Even some men will say, "No, I'm not with you for sex, so don't worry. I'm not,
Just
you know how it is."
I mean that's a common word. That's how it is.
Yeah.
If you come to a girl and you say automatically you say I'm interested in sex, she's not gonna open up and accept you.
That's it.
So the first thing should or must be.
I just
Tell
want to
her.
serious. I don't want this. They're gonna be.
I'm not concerned with the sex stuff.
Absolutely.
I just want a committed relationship.
That's
I
it.
love you. I saw you and I think you are particular.
And this is the trap, bro. This is the trap, because if it says that they're gonna be giving you money, and at a certain point, if you love him, you're gonna say that no, it is abnormal. That my man, he never asked me for sex, even if he said that he doesn't want it. Let me try one day to try to propose him, so that we can do it. And when you're gonna propose, you're gonna accept. If it's not serious, when you test it, you bounce.
So awkwardly, the more you ask, the more she's not gonna give. But the less you ask for the sex, and the more, she's gonna open up.
That's it.
Finally.
The more you don't ask, the more you seem attractive.
Right.
But the more you ask, the more she sees you like him. I mean, somebody
Well,
will just.
that's a very interesting point. That's a very interesting point. So now, to strengthen your relationship, do you think that sex before marriage can evolve? Do you think it's important or it's even possible today? Two people being together in a relationship can go to a marriage without doing that, that really important aspect of the relationship, because we all know that sex allows two people to bond, to form only one person, in terms of, spiritually.
Yes.
So do you think that two people, without being spiritually connected, by this phenomenon, can go to a marriage and have a peaceful and a loving and really interesting relationship?
All right. From what I heard, it is said that in the Bible, it is forbidden to have sex before marriage.
Religion totally forbids that.
We are sinners, right?
Absolutely.
We are sinners,
We are.
and today it is really quite difficult to go till marriage without having this. Today we exposed to social media.
Absolutely.
And even if you don't want it, even if you're not watching porn, you're gonna come across it on social media, and you're exposed to all of shapes on social media.
Yeah.
All of those perverse
all sorts
publications on social media that they push you sometimes
finally to try to
and you know that today we surrounded with very perverse friend that
Absolutely.
every time talking about sex, even if you virgin, even if you made it, you may push some time to want to experience what it's saying.
and that's mainly the reason why I'm talking about nowadays, talking about today,
Yeah.
basing on what we have around the world, internet, social media, and everything.
Yeah, it is quite difficult because at the time of our parents, I'm not saying that our parents were just, maiden, were just virgin before getting married,
Yeah.
but most of them. But the problem is what? Once they were 18,
That
and
we
getting married.
Yeah, that we get married.
Yeah, but today we're dreamers. Yeah,
So we're dreamers.
Yeah,
we're
wanna,
ambitious.
Yeah,
we want to go far.
That's it. You're gonna have a PhD. You gotta have 30.
As a man, I want to have a car. I want to have a house. I want to have everything.
But before there was not a question of financial breakthrough. There was no question of that. When you reach a certain age, they just give you a portion of land where you can cultivate and just give you a woman. But today it's not the case. You gotta have a certain level. And today they have made the society very hell that if you don't have a certain amount of income, when you go to ask for the girl's hand, they will be like,
they're gonna refuse.
I wonder if this guy can take care of my girl. And it's gonna be difficult. So you need to reach a certain level of financial breakthrough, and freedom or breakthrough, I would say. And this may take time. Imagine like you started your love when you were 18 and the girl is 17. Absolutely. It's like you're gonna spend like 12 years again.
Possible.
Are you sure you can spend 12 years without having sex?
I mean, this is a lot complicated.
How many times are you going to be masturbating yourself, you guys?
I mean, for me, it's like, almost impossible.
Yeah, it is almost impossible. So what you're saying, sex after marriage is possible when you are already stable and the girl's already stable and just you meet her, maybe in your workplace, like, where you're working and there's no question of money again, you're already ready. So like you may get married in 1 year or 2 years. Then this is possible. You may spend 2 years or 1 year without having sex and it may work and you may have a serious relationship. But if it's about you're still young and you know that in your youth you have some pressure, some natural envies,
natural desires
to discover. And this, I don't think you will cross the age of 18 to 25. 18 to 25 is a very difficult age to cross for a man without having sex.
Absolutely.
And it's going to really be difficult. So if at the time of our parents, they're used to getting married very early.
Absolutely.
That's why parents would give them their wives when they're 17, 18, so that they know at that moment the girl or the man has some natural desires to fulfill.
Absolutely.
And today you're going to spend to reach 30 without having sex. For me, as far as I'm concerned, I think that this is quite impossible.
Quite impossible.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's quite impossible. May God forgive us. We all sinners, and about this, it is possible. Some faithful people doing it, but very seldom.
Faithful.
Some seldom. It is very seldom because most of them are pretentious. They pretend to try to be pure, but you know what happens behind the scene.
A really few number of people can do that.
Yeah.
So you think it depends on the number of years you guys are going to spend together before finally tying, the knot.
Yeah.
So you guys should, if it's going to be like for more than 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you think it's like almost impossible.
Quite difficult.
So what's the best thing to do at a young age? Should I just prevent myself from starting a relationship, or should I start a relationship and accept that I should do this, because if I don't, then, there's no worth starting a relationship. And I'm not going to be able to keep a girl by my side and vice versa till marriage. Do you think that I should just prevent myself from starting a relationship, even if somehow there is that pressure of desire that I should satisfy, but the fear of not being able to, if I start a relationship, imagine I'm a faithful guy, do you think I should just stop and prevent myself from doing that?
Yeah, first of all, all reside in choice. All resides in choice. And I think it is possible. It is not impossible, but it is difficult. And this also you should take into account where the person is living, the place. If the person is living in the city with friends, it's going to be difficult. Most of his friends are going to be having girlfriends. And at a certain moment, you may try to resist, but at a certain moment you would feel to do like them. So it is quite difficult. But if it is in the remote places, then this is possible. And if you're not even coming across girls, like you're in the country, like countryside, or in the backwoods there, this is quite possible because you're not exposed to any girl. You don't have social media, so yes, the natural envy may come, but you're not exposed every day to things, so it may come and go, and you may reach a certain age even without doing it. But in the city here, it may happen, but it is really difficult, and it depends. As I said, it depends on the friends you follow.
Yeah.
So if you're in the church, make sure that all your friends be real church people.
Dedicated to Jesus, to God,
Bible, school,
to the Word of God.
and your phone. I'm not saying you should not have phone. So school, Bible, and your phone. You just have simple things, and you're not too much. You don't like too much.
If I understand, like you should isolate yourself from the society and modern stuff. If not, if you want, like, we can't conceal the two ideas, like willing to keep, preserve myself virgin until I get married and still use phones, TV,
to go into bars,
social media, go to nightclubs, do that, live that style of life and still want to be virgin until marriage is like almost impossible.
No, it is impossible. As a young man, it may be possible if you watch the circle of friends.
Yeah, you should pay
Follow,
attention
yeah.
to who
Yes.
you walk with.
Yeah, that's it. A specific group of people then who believe in the same way like you.
Yeah.
But if you want to go to nightclubs, you know that you know what it's about. You go and you see, you're exposed to all of this. But if you just stay home, you go to school, you come home. Even at school, you're exposed, but not that much, because if you have your friends, they may time to time, draw the attention that you are a Christian. Stop this.
Yeah.
Stop talking about those things.
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
but it is quite difficult. I'm saying 90% today, if you're living in the city and you want to stay virgin till marriage, I'm not saying it's impossible, because I'm not excluding the exception, but you gotta really be strong, because it is. We're not saying that we're part of those people. No, we don't have any, any side. We don't know if we're not. But we're just giving, a standpoint. Right?
Absolutely. These are our standpoints, what we think about this
That's it.
as a phenomenon, and as a really important phenomenon.
That's it.
So I think, all right, guys. So that's all for today. That's all for what we had for Daily Matters with Jack and Mr. Cabre.
Yeah.
And guys, you can say whatever it is in the comments down below, and subscribe, share,
Yeah.
and like.
And what happened here should stay here. Don't be mad,
Absolutely.
because it is just the truth, and we should talk about this social unrest, as we said.
Absolutely, really famous topics, interesting topics
That's it.
that we are living today.
That's it.
So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time
Thank
for
you.
a new video.
Thank you.
Take care.
Daily Matters.